Incessive permutations 9 factorial, and factorial is exclamation mark, 2 of 9. Incessive permutations 9 factorial, and factorial is exclamation mark, 2 of 9. So on the yellow canvas I was painting on is all the different combinations of 9 letters in the word incessive. Incessive is a word that was created by an artificial intelligence program called PatentBot. And PatentBot was developed to create new patents, but in addition to creating new patents, it actually creates a lot of new words. And one of the first words that I noticed it was creating was incessive. And PatentBot's, the type of artificial intelligence program it is it's called a character-based recurrent neural network, which means that it actually doesn't know any words at all. It only knows the 26 letters in the alphabet, spaces, and punctuations. And before it can make up patents, it actually has to teach itself English. And it learns English in about 2 to 3 hours. And it learned it from the patent database. So it has a very weird way of constructing sentences that sound exactly like patents. And so this whole project has come about from my curiosity about human-computer or human-machine interactions and how machines are actually going to be influencing our language. On that canvas is every permutation of those 9 letters in incessive, which is 382,660 combinations. So that canvas is 8 feet by 15 feet tall in size. It's huge. And to get all of those words on there, I had to shrink them down to 5-point font, so they're tiny. And so that's the basis of the canvas. And then what my piece is really about is translation. So the computer comes up with this new word incessive, which a lot of people think is a word. I think it could be a word. It seems to fill a gap in our language. So then if incessive became a word, how would that word translate to another culture, like say Japanese, to a Japanese language? And so what I was writing on the canvas is incessive in Japanese, in katakana. So I asked one of my Japanese friends, how would you say incessive in Japanese? She told me it would be inceshibu. So in Japanese they have a way of adopting foreign words, and the way they write them is in their language, katakana. So she Facebook messaged me videos of her writing the letters, the characters in katakana for incessive. And initially when I was thinking about this canvas, it had all of these words, and I thought, well, what would be more of an incessive way to portray the word? And I was thinking, okay, I got to do a performance of some kind. And the performance has to involve me in some kind of costume, so I wear a beekeeper's suit. Because it's kind of weird, and it's also protecting me from this weird language this computer is creating. So the bee suit represents this transition from your life into work and back out. I started this project with artists, bringing artists into the research process, and so that's what this show is partly about, is what happens when artists and scientists collaborate. And through that, initially I was just like a manager. I was like the scientist handling the grants and that sort of thing. And then I just was interacting with the artists more and more, and suddenly somehow I started doing art. But as I just kind of became part of this project, and it suddenly became about words and language, and that tapped into something deep inside of me that was like just like waiting for some reason to get out. And so I think scientific writing is very dense, and to me it has a lot of similarity to poetry, and I've written many scientific papers, so in some ways I've been writing poetry in a way for my whole career, and this is just more in a humanist way of writing. So it's been really interesting to me. I'd like to thank the National Academy Keck Futures Initiative for a grant called the Empathy Mirror Project, which was part of the basis of this show. So this show is called Omnibus Filing 2.0 Empathy Mirror, and so part of the work was funded by the National Academy's Keck Future Initiative. Yeah, that's the main people. Also, miss my wife. Thank my wife. Thank you, Pilar, for supporting me.